Hey there, I'm here to show you how to get started and teach you some of the basics of using SigmaPipe. So here we have an arbitrary system. We can move our perspective by holding the left click mouse button and dragging to change our camera angle, and holding right click and dragging to change the position of our camera in space. We can also zoom in and out with the scroll button. You can also have all these features on the keyboard with WSAD buttons, up, down, left, right, and your camera angle with the arrow keys. You can also zoom in and out with I and O. Now if we want to select one of these two lines, see currently line 2 is selected, we just have to click on one of them and it will select line 2. If you move mouse over line 1, it'll say line 1 but line 2 is selected, click, and then you have line 1 selected. If I double click on any one section of this pipe, it will center my perspective to that, and then I can move the camera angle around that. You can also have all of these features with these arrows and zoom buttons up here. Throughout this video there'll be boxes you can click on to learn more about each section as need be. So here we have all your open, save, and you also have this create quick start project, which is quite a handy tool if you just you have something quite simple, for example an orifice with a piping system or a pump and a water reservoir or something. Here is your solver and your, I guess this is the heart of the system. This is your, where you view all your data that you're trying to solve for. So here you have the solver, this play button, also the solver, flow solver. You can either solve for a fixed flow rate or you can calculate the flow rate based on the conditions you've set in the program. Here you can graph or view a result graph, which you can graph, for example, your fluid temperature versus fluid pressure throughout a piping system. And here's your stream assay, which is you can look at the properties of a specific streamline, a specific pipeline. This is your access manager. You can toggle it on and off here. This is quite handy. So currently it's at the origin, and it's quite handy to see where things are in space. So when you're building a new line, for example, you can see where north, south, east, and west is, and obviously up and down. You can also manage that with this button here. Now these are your external conditions boxes here. You can either just have a straight box and anything inside the box will be under those conditions, or you can have a tube, for example, as seen in these heat exchangers. You can have, for example, this one here is a steam heated heat exchanger, and this is a water cooled heat exchanger. Well, one thing I forgot to mention before was if you have quite a complex or any system and you have a nice view where you can view everything. If you hold Control and press this base view button, it saves your current perspective as in that button, and then if you go somewhere that's quite hard to find everything from, and then you press base view again, it'll take you back to that starting position. Now these are your structural items here, such as I-beams. You can create pipe sections and boxes or plates. For example, you can build a supporting structure for your piping system, or you can build a house if you really like to. And you can manage your construction here, for example, changing it from steel to corrugated iron to glass or whatever you desire. This is your add, or your editing your piping network. So you can copy lines, you can add new lines to it. Here we've got 2 so far, and you can also edit an existing line. So if you need to, oh sorry, I forgot to put a, this is supposed to be a valve instead of an orifice. You can go and you can change that. These are all your toggle buttons here. So you can have split screen, you can have pipe walls, you can turn that on and off so you can see inside your valves and orifices. You can show cladding, or you can have toggle structural items on and off. This is your add or edit fluid source and sink type. So you can choose, this is your fluid source and this is your fluid sink. And you also have your settings and about a contact us information buttons here. I hope this has helped you so far, and I'll see you again soon.